Well, I wasn't expecting that at all. I mean, I think we all came into this game. If you look at the starting pitchers, you're like, the Jays can win this. If you know the pitchers, you're like, well, both pitchers are probably going to pitch well. It's going to be a tight game, but it's going to be good. Yeah, no, that's not what happened in this one. Joe Biagini, guys, was really, really bad. If you guys didn't watch the game, they showed you warm-up, like warm-up pitches before the batter got in the box. Joe Biagini did not look comfortable whatsoever. Threw one strike, and that was the last pitch because he's like, okay, I ended on a strike, let's get this going. But every pitch he made, even though they were balls, he's getting off the mound, just kind of like, he didn't look right. And then you get right into that first inning where just Joe Biagini just didn't look good. And it didn't help that the first batter of the game hit an infield single, something that has happened a lot to the Jays of late. And then he steals second. Then Melky Cabrera walks. Then Jose Abreu triples. And then a ground out. Then a sacrifice fly. Then a double. Then another infield single. Then Biagini throws the ball away onto Justin Smoak. And that was the end of the first. That's the first inning right there. Let's move to the second inning where Joe Biagini came back out. Gave up another infield single. And that time he didn't really show any effort going to that ball. What he did there was like he went off the mound to get the ball and he's like, oh, no, Darwin's going to get that. And kind of like just stopped. Clearly, he didn't even get, Darwin Barney didn't get the guy out at first clearly. Therefore, I don't know if he could have made the play. Then Hanson singled to left. Then he gave up a double. Then another double. And then he got pulled. Joe Biagini, I don't know if you want to know his line. I apologize for anybody's ears listening to this video. Because the pitching line for Joe Biagini is as follows. 1 inning, plus a lot of batters. 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 were earned, 1 walk, and he didn't strike out a guy. I hate blaming pitchers. And I love Joe Biagini. But this game was his fault. He didn't look good whatsoever. Did I agree with Gibbons keeping him in as long as he did? No, but I mean at that point, you're just trying to get this guy out of innings, and it just wasn't working. They were swinging first pitch and finding gaps. Those are bad executed pitches. And it was all night. He didn't look right. And Jose Quintana having a really tough season. But of course, he's facing the Blue Jays and throws up 7 great innings. The bats didn't show much fight, but really, when you're down 7-0, and then you hit a home run to make it 7-1, and they give up the run to make it 8-1, then you get 1 to make it 8-2, and then you give up 3 more to make it 11-2, and at that point, I don't even blame the bats. This game was wholeheartedly on the first few innings of this game. 4 runs in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fifth, and nothing the rest of the way. I mean, it's a very generous 11-4 because Justin Smoak's 2-run home run in the 9th. Really, great for Justin Smoak, don't get me wrong, but it didn't really do much. And something that I think is, I'm hoping for great things tomorrow and the next day. Why? Because tomorrow, Marcus Stroman is on the mound. This guy's been dynamite all season long. He looks to continue his great pitching. Then, you have Jay Happ, who just pitched a fantastic game. His last outing was really, really good against Seattle, as it was a 4-0 win. He didn't give up a run over 6 innings. If he can be like that, and Stroman can be Stroman, you can get the 2 wins, win the series, be 500. That would be fantastic. But one change that I thought was going to be made today in the lineup, but wasn't made, but I kind of see the reason why. A lot of people saying, Dwight Smith Jr., try him leading off. You got to put Pilar down in the order. He's swinging at garbage again, and he's not doing well up there. I agree at that point that Pilar should be not leading off because of the way he's hitting right now. And I agree. Dwight Smith Jr., as he came in as a pinch hitter for 1 AB today, and guess what happened? He got a single and scored a run on Justin Smoak's home run. I can't see why that move will not be made tomorrow. If he's not starting, and, I'm not saying starting, but I'm saying if he's not leading off, there's got to be a good explanation for it. Because he hits, he's got speed, and he's playing well. What else do you need in front of your big guys? But I understand why he wasn't today. Steve Pearce, coming off the DL, he's technically your main left fielder. He's getting paid to be your main left fielder, and also, he in limited at-bats, he has done very well against Jose Quintana. So I get why they kept him in. And plus, Steve Pearce did go 1 for 2. He didn't strike out. He walked once. He got an RBI. Why? Because he hit a home run against Jose Quintana. So I'm okay with Steve Pearce in there today. But tomorrow, there's no question. I think Dwight Smith Jr., for one, will be in the place of Steve Pearce. But I'm hoping he will be leading off to give you a little spark at the top of the lineup. It's tough seeing Ezekiel Carrera done because he might have been that guy at the ninth batter. But he's gone. So I think Dwight Smith Jr. should get a legit chance tomorrow. That's my opinion. He's a good defender. He's got speed. We can see he's hit the ball already. He's been looking pretty darn good so far. Why not give the kid a shot? What's going to hurt you? Kevin Pillar, he's playing center field. You're not missing his fielding. Steve Pearce, not a great fielder. Dwight Smith has speed. You give that option. So enough about this garbage game. The Chicago White Sox have been actually hitting the ball very well of late. We saw what they did to Baltimore, and that was tough. And they did it today against the Jays. So, but that's got to change tomorrow. I think I can speak for everybody when I say, look, this team, record-wise, is under 500. So are we. But they're 6 games under 500, even with their win today. Marcus Stroman has to be good tomorrow. And when he knows he's got to be good, he is good. And I think that's what his philosophy is all season. Look, in the amount of innings Marcus Stroman's pitched, 81 2/3 innings, you have an ERA of 3.09 and a record of 7-2. He has done everything we have asked of Marcus Stroman. I was surprised he even did this good. But he's got to keep doing it. Because this team is struggling with the starting pitching right now. With Aaron Sanchez looming his return. Hopefully not going to get another blister. But with Joe Biagini's start today, maybe that makes that decision a little bit easier. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. Didn't want to talk a whole lot about this game because it sucked. It really, right from the get-go, it was awful. Steve Pearce couldn't track a fly ball. Bautista really misjudged the fly ball. And it was just everything was just, ugh. So, why would we talk about that mess? We sucked. We lost, all right? There were some positives in Justin Smoke's home run. Steve Pearce in his first at-bat off the DL. It's a home run. Good for him to see his stroke back. And good to see Dwight Smith Jr. get a single and score a run. So, that's mainly about it for positives, so we got to move on. And Marcus Stroman, Mike Pelfrey, that is the pitching matchup tomorrow afternoon, 1:07, first pitch. Just a quick heads up, a couple of things before we end off the video. Number 1, the stream for the Raptors draft, right there, it's very soon. And also, the next day, too far, I got to get used to that, the Leafs draft. And maybe, if things go crazy for the Leafs, maybe a trade, thing, because until 3 o'clock or something tomorrow, there's that trade frenzy type of deal before you have to wait till I think it's free agency or something like that. So, that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, because, the game sucked. Hit the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What do you guys think of this game? Do you guys agree with me in the sense of the whole Dwight Smith Jr. for Steve Pearce thing tomorrow? And do you agree with Gibbons' move today, putting Steve Pearce in? Also, what do you do with Joe Biagini when Aaron Sanchez comes back? Disregarding this start and kind of look at his starts all around. What do you guys think? Let me know, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow afternoon as the Jays look to find a way to get back to one game under 500, because they're 0-7 when it comes to getting to 500. Looking to see Marcus Stroman pitch a dime. That'd be gorgeous. Talk to you guys then.